If you're not bench pressing 2,000 pounds, if you're not sleeping only 2 hours a day, if you're not smoking a cigar enough that your lungs begin to look like popcorn, if you're not taking an ice bath after having your dick sucked right after eating the liver of a dead kangaroo, well, I've got news for you. You're a fucking loser. You're not a man. You're less than a man. You're not even a beta. You're lower than that. You're something that's like a lower level than beta thing. You're basically a girl with a dick. Guys, there is something that just won't go away on the internet. Like, more so than most things that we have currently out there, a certain plague has been sweeping through. It's these alpha males, these dudes who come on here and self-proclaim themselves as the beefiest, manliest, girthiest dudes to ever roam the earth. These guys are primal. These men are basically, if you were to take the player select customization button and turn masculinity all the way up. In this vast land of alpha males, there's one right now that is howling louder than the rest. There is one right now that is currently getting a little bit of just a smidgy bit of that taste of that alpha attention that he's been seeking. Today we're going to be talking about a TikToker, influencer, self-proclaimed businessman, and self-anointed king. I'm not shitting you on that. We're going to find about that later. He goes by the name of King Azule, I believe that's how you pronounce it. But this guy has taken the Andrew Tate formula and he has kind of just changed it a little bit.
So I called my bank, and when I called them, I asked for $250,000. Now, for me, $250,000 is not much money. As you guys could understand, $250,000 is not much money.
Why would you need $250,000? Like, seriously, what purpose did you have where you needed to go to your bank and get $250K out of it? Not just that, why are you calling your bank for this? Why can't you just walk in? Not to mention a quick Reddit search from someone who did a little bit of work on that and research that was pretty reliable, says his total net worth in general per year is like $311K, which is by no means bad at all. He's doing better than I am, but he's certainly not calling his bank for that. I also love the way he points to his little orange wristband is like, as you can tell, which is nothing to me. Yeah, so right after I finished smoking my cigar, I called my bank and I asked them for $2 billion, which, as you can tell, this means nothing to me. It's no money at all. After that, I got into my flying car, went right on over, picked up the Infinity Gauntlet, snapped my fingers, and boom, every girl on earth ever was in love with me. And do you know why? It's because I'm an alpha male.
They said to me, well, we're probably going to need for anything over $20,000 to make an order, which will take about 3.5 to 4 weeks to arrive. Then we're going to need an armed guard who's going to meet you, walk you to your car, and make sure that you drive away with the money. So then I said, look, I need just $250,000, and it's not that much money. And the bank pretty much told me, Ben, it might not be a lot of money for you, but it's a lot.
Oh yeah, that is exactly what they said, word for word. That is like the definition. He didn't get a single thing wrong because, see, his memory has been unlocked. He has an alpha brain. So what happens is whatever you say to him is instantly stored in his brain forever, and it's never deleted, and it goes straight to his cock. So that way, when he has sex and he has babies, his children in turn have all the memories that he had, so they in turn now also know how to be a high-value male, an alpha male, and know how to talk to the females. I also really love the way he keeps repeating the amount of money and that it's not a lot of money. Like, he really wants to beat that point home.
We need to pass a law. Nobody in this world should be allowed to get married being under the influence of love.
Okay, let's unpack this for a minute. Okay, there's so much of this. I love how he says under the influence of love, like it's a drug or something. Like, there's just cops, they pull you over. Step out of the vehicle for me real quick. I need you to perform a basic sobriety test for me. Oh, okay. So, how many people have you been in love with tonight? No one, officer. No one at all. All right, I just need you to perform some basic sobriety test for me. Sing the lyrics of Careless Whisper backwards, and we'll be good to go. How would you even measure that? How would you know if someone's getting married for love? Also, I love how he feels everyone in the world, like every single country would pass this act, or like the United Nations would just have this meeting and declare it's bad. Like, we just have President Trump up on stage talking about it.
A lot of people, they've been falling in love. People love each other. They love each other very much. I love this country, but you can't love somebody. No, you can't love them. If you're marrying someone because you love them, that means you're fat and you're stupid. So no more love. They said, Mr. President, how is it you're able to do so much without love? And I said, I don't know. I just do it. They said I've had the least amount of love of anyone who who's ever loved. I don't love. Love is not a thing.
Are you allowed to drive under the influence of alcohol?
Yes, actually. Yes, you are, as long as you don't exceed the legal limit. Like, does he even, like, know what does he drink? Does he know how alcohol works?
Why would you be allowed to make such a big decision and be able to get married, sign a contract in the time when you're in love? You would do things that you would never do if you weren't in love. That should be illegal. Get out of being in love. Start just loving.
Yeah, that's right. Get the fuck out of being in love. Just start loving. Just start loving. That's all you need to do. This really just sounds like an excuse to, you know, cover up things or to make different reasons for why he's doing stuff.
Yes, me and my boy Jason do make out most passionately. Yes, sometimes we beat each other off to help each other with our timing, our edging, and our gooning streaks. There's times we get in the shower naked together on all fours with timber rhinos in the first plains of Africa. However, it does not mean I'm homosexual because I am not in love with Jason. I'm loving Jason.
People look at me as soon as I walk in and they're like, who is this guy? It's like I'm literally going to hurt somebody.
Yes, that's just everywhere. The moment he was born, he was emerged from his mother's womb, and the doctors look, dear God. He's a killer. What is he basing this off of? Like, do people just walk up to him? They're like, oh my God, when you first came in here, I'm not gonna lie, I thought you were gonna kill him. Also, dude, I promise you, nobody anywhere you go is looking at you thinking you are here to hurt people or to kill people. Everyone thinks you're in here to buy a pair of Skechers, a Kit Kat bar, get a shave, a haircut, and go home and yell in a fake podcast by yourself.
Thousands of years ago, men that looked like me came in and slayed your family, took your women because they looked like me.
Yes, the reason that men like you won wars was because they looked like you. Because we know all the great commanders, all the great generals in history looked exactly like you. Napoleon was a short, fat fuck. And he was the greatest general, objectively one of the top 3 of all time. He claims he can fight, he claims to take care of himself. So let's take a look at what that looks like. Okay, King, I don't know how to tell you this, but 1, you are leaving yourself exposed with every single punch. Number 2, when you're kicking, you are not trying to use your back calf to inflict pain on your opponent. And third of all, if you go that slow, I'm gonna see it coming a mile away. I'm straight up catching your leg.
People that go to hell, no matter what, a judge. Why does the judge go to hell? Because he judges you. Who is he to judge me?
Oh, the judge goes to hell because he judges you. Dude, the judge is there because if you do something wrong or illegal, someone needs to make sure you get the right amount of punishment for that, or the rehabilitation that you need, or if you're innocent, you don't get any bad consequences for your actions. We also need judges for divorces, for other things as well. Judges aren't just for legal cases where people go to prison.
A lawyer, because he constantly has to lie.
Not all lawyers lie. And besides, if lying all the time and judging someone means you go to hell, then you're going to hell because that's what you do in all of your videos. Suddenly it's not so fun to play this game anymore, is it?
And a doctor. Why does the doctor go to hell? Because he decides if you live or die.
There's a thing called the Hippocratic Oath, in that they are required to keep you alive. You're aware of that, right? Just like you're aware that you can drive after drinking as long as it's not too much.
You're a young boy and you're in a situation where you're an F student. Let me tell you something. You got a bright future, buddy.
Yo, you're a failure? My boy, you're gonna make it somewhere in life. You know, I really can't help but feel like this is deflection for like things he doesn't have and couldn't do. Like he's like, oh, I can't pick up women. Oh, you fall in love? Well, there's your problem. That's just what it is. That's all this sounds like is like he's complaining. Oh, I didn't have good grades in school. You have all A's. You're a loser. Only people with F's are cool.
Look at Spider-Man. They're all geeks. They want you to want to look like a geek. They don't want Spartans. They don't want you to get up in the morning and say, I'm a king. I want to take over the world. They're taking the fire out of the kids. Not to forget to mention before Donald Trump, they're also trying to chop him off.
Yes, look at Spider-Man. He's a fucking geek. He's a nerd. He's got a tiny willy wee wee. I like how he picks the character that is based on the average high school student, and he decides to completely ignore any other characters like Batman, Superman, Wolverine, Captain America, Hulk, Thor, men whose entire purpose is to look muscular and manly and conduct themselves like the manliest men ever. Like, majority of dudes that are popularized by their celebrities or characters are the ones who are the manliest men, and the biggest draw to them is the fact that they are in fact dudes.
Bro, let me give you the best analogy you've ever heard about the human body. You ready for this one? How long do you think I could go without food? Maybe 3 days? 30 days. If God created our body to go for 30 days without food, how come we're hungry every 3 to 4 hours at most? The truth is, it's not hunger, it's an addiction.
That is just scientifically incorrect. That is just 100% incorrect. Nothing this man says is in these statements. But hey, remember, if you lie, that means you go to hell. I love that he's equating nutritional value and necessity down to addiction. Like, I don't think he understands what the word addiction actually means, because if you're addicted to something and you go without it for 24 hours to 3 days, most of the time you will not die. If you don't eat for a day, try to get out of the bed the next morning and go for a jog. See how that works. Not to mention, you know he's eating all the time. He's constantly eating. He's made videos about what to eat and things. So are you just basically saying you're a loser addict? What, you're an addict? You're a fucking addict? Is that what you are? You meaty? Is that what you are, a meat addict, man? You make me sick.
King Solomon. I named myself king once I found that out. And then I grew my beard and I realized I have his wisdom. So Azulai was a royal family, but we stepped down from royalty.
I don't know how to break this to you. You guys didn't step down from royalty. The House of Solomon was overthrown by the Babylonians. That's a historical fact. I've never felt so smart in my life.
When I punch somebody, I don't punch their head. I'm imagining my fist going through their head, the back of their head. Their head gets stuck here in my elbow.
What in the anime bullshit final move Mortal Kombat Kamehameha wave hell is this? That is some JJK shit right there. He basically said he's Nanami. He said he's One Punch Man. That is what he's trying to do right now, is he's just legit going to be that guy who's in a fight and he's just sitting there like,
I cannot hit him. He's too powerful. He has a beard, and he's a descendant of Solomon. Surely I will die. I could tell the moment he walked in and I looked at him. He was here to kill me.
Right now, you will feel it 40% less than you will feel it without a beard. You know that beard shows that you're from a warrior bloodline because we survived more than all the rest.
Stop. He's absorbing punches. It's like some sort of armor. It's like a video game unlock. And what does that mean for me? I have only a mustache. Does that mean like I take 60% damage? What does that even mean? How would that even be possible? What are you talking about? So what did we learn today? Well, we learned the keys to becoming a successful person go as follows. Get an F in school, grow a beard, don't eat, fucking hate Spider-Man, and do not fall in love. Because that shit'll kill you. That's about all I got for today. It's great to sometimes realize that you're smarter and better than someone else who's got money, but it's also kind of sad because you realize they do have money and you don't, in spite of your intelligence. It's a bit of a paradox, but you know what? It's something we all get to live with, and it's something for us all to laugh at. So thank you guys always so much for watching. I appreciate you, and I will see you all next time.